So we are on location again with the Darling Show, and I have a special guest by the name of Steve, and he's a barber. So stay tuned for the interview. So hello, Steve. Welcome to the Darling Show. How are you doing today?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So Steve, when did you know you wanted to become a barber?
It was while I was still working at Cigna. I thought that was going to be my career for the rest of my life, and things weren't working out so good. And God started speaking to me, to be honest, and He started through confirmations and stuff. Like He would give me like dreams, thoughts, commercials of cutting hair, and I just remember God telling me, "I want you to get in the hair industry because that's where I'm going to use you the most." So I talked to my manager about it and basically told her I'm gonna put in my 2 weeks notice, step out on faith and start cutting hair from scratch. I didn't know how to cut hair and I just trusted in God. So I knew when God told me, basically.
Oh, really? You didn't go to school?
I did, I was in the apprenticeship program. I did apprenticeship for 2 years and I had an amazing trainer, one of the best barbers here in California. His name's Ernie Barber Torres. And he built me up from the ground up. And after that, I took my state board exam in LA in Glendale. And out of all the barbers, it was during the pandemic we did this too.
Wow.
All the barbers, nobody passed. I was the only one that passed. And it's not just because I was studying hard for it. The past couple of weeks, it was also because I had a lot of people praying for me. Because this is all in faith. This starting up this business, becoming a barber. Just everything was all in faith and doing it during a pandemic. So, yeah.
Wow. You were at Cigna, huh? You were at Cigna.
Yeah, I was at Cigna. Yes, I did.
How long
I
were
was
you
there
at?
for like 4 years. I did email communications. So I took phone calls, and then I did that for about a year and a half. And after that, after phone calls, I did emails, and then I did claims. I did claims for a little bit too. So I basically did almost everything there. So yeah, it was a blessing while I was there.
So getting back to your barbershop, uh, where do you want to take your career?
Well, I just wanna focus on right now getting my barbershop really established. The name of it, by the way, is called Cut by Faith Hair Studio.
It's called what?
Cut by Faith Hair Studio.
Oh.
And God gave me the name. He gave me the logo for it. He even gave me a Bible verse for it in Psalms with King David. And so I just really want to get it established. I want to be able to help the community. I'm going to be doing once or twice a month. I'm going to be shutting down the barbershop and just opening it up to do free haircuts for the homeless. And it's going to help them get a job, help them feel better, and also give us a chance to minister to them with anything they have going on. Because a client like this client right here, he's in my chair for at least 30 to 45 minutes and talking about life and stuff. So I just want to be able to help that way.
Oh yeah, you're like pointing to them, like telling them advice, whatever.
Yeah, because we build a relationship.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, that's very true. So what advice do you would give to a new beginner and wanting to pursue their career?
I would say the best advice I can give somebody is to just do it in faith. Don't put out a plan, like a vision. It's like a Bible verse. Have a vision, make it plain. You got to have a vision first. Have a plan and write it down. Have your steps, but just go for it. When you procrastination will cause you to be unsuccessful. Mm-hmm. So I would just go for it because God will meet you half of the way. You got to meet Him the other half. So that's the best thing I can say.
And what motivates you?
What motivates me is just because I love doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I love talking to clients. I love being blessed with another day of life. I love being able to provide for my family. So, yeah, God motivates me too.
So you said you knew that you wanted to be a barber when you were working at Cigna? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. And how long did it take you to get your license and open up your establishment here?
to get my license, well, I had to do the 2-year apprenticeship program. So after the 2 years, then they send out my information to the state board, and then they set me up with a test date. So I went and I took the test out in Glendale, California, but over in LA. And it's like an all-day thing. I have a practical first, and after that, we do a written exam. And if you pass, then they give you your license right there on the spot. So, yeah.
And how long did it take you to open up the business in itself, like the location?
To be honest, I had the barber shop before I had my barber's license, my master
really?
barber's license.
Oh.
So I was doing it all in faith. I had the opportunity during the pandemic, and so I took it. You know, I'm the type of person that I won't allow a situation to hold me back from an opportunity when it presents itself, especially when I know it's from God. Just got to do it anyways.
That is very true. What else can you tell us about your plans?
Well, my plans is with this shop, hopefully it gets established really well. I do pretty good in it to the point to where I can open up another location, maybe on Main Street, downtown, or maybe even in a different city. You know, so definitely expansion is the plan. I have apparel line, Cut by Faith. So I'm going to do apparel as well. And I'm also a Christian artist, so I do music as well. So I don't know, maybe expand on musically.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
What about planning to do like products, you know, like shampoo, conditioner, and stuff like that? Are you planning to do anything like that?
I'm definitely going to sell products as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to do my own product as of right now, but I'm definitely going to sell products here in the shop. I'm going to have a display case somewhere over there where I sell products. Okay. And maybe even clippers one day as well, equipment for other barbers.
And how can people reach you? How can they get a hold of you and setting up an appointment or walk in? How does that work?
As of right now, because I haven't finished the floor yet, I'm not exactly taking walk-ins. I'm just doing it by appointment only right now until the floor is done, which will be in about 2 weeks. So they can reach me on Instagram or Facebook at Cut by Faith. Also, my Instagram is also Stephen Blessed Hands. So you can also find me on IG on Stephen Blessed Hands or on Facebook at Stephen Blessed Hands. And a quick story of how I got that name is when I first started cutting hair, my trainer and the other barber at the shop, they knew I believed in God and I was heavy in faith. So he just started calling me Stephen Blessed Hands, you know, Stephen Blessed Hands. And then so after 6 to 8 months, I started becoming really good at cutting hair. So the name stuck, you know, because Stephen Blessed Hands, good at cutting hair, and also my faith in God. And I didn't actually use the name until I got my barber's license, because I felt like I would need to be qualified first. You know, to have a name like Blessed Hands, I felt like I had to earn it first, you know.
Wow, that's a good story. I would say divine appointment, you know. So, you know.
Yeah, most definitely.
So Mike, give us a story of when you first picked up clippers. Do you have a story when you first picked up any clippers?
Yeah, well, like how I said before, I learned how to cut hair from scratch, but the very first time I actually did pick up clippers, though, I didn't know how to cut hair. But I believe I was in the 8th grade, or I was a freshman in high school. And the reason why is because I have 4 younger brothers, and my dad wasn't able to afford to give all of us haircuts. So basically he just went out to Walmart and got some Walmart clippers, and he would shave us all bald. And so we'll all be going to school bald, and I don't look good bald. I look like Gandhi, and plus, like, I'm kind of dark and stuff, so there was no way I was going to go to school like that. So, you know, so I started using those Walmart clippers, and I kind of taught myself how to cut my own hair. And it wasn't good, but it was better than going bald, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, you don't want to go bald to school. Did you fix it?
I mean, from bald to looking better, definitely an upgrade. It was choppy, but it was better than before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, good. Well, thank you for sharing that story with us.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
So, Steve, tell us how my viewers, how can they reach you and get a hold of you?
You can reach me on IG or on Facebook at Cut by Faith or under my barber one, which is Stephen Blessed Hands. So you can follow me that way. You can DM me, or you can call me. My number is 559-747-8595. So you can reach me there.
Okay, thank you so much.
And my address, by the way, is 4137 West Noble Avenue here in Visalia. And we are now open, so you guys can come check us out and be simply blessed.
And you had a great haircut.